And eventually that search led me to Alive and Free. Now, before we finish, I want to acknowledge something foundational to the framework I've shared in this series. The ideas I've shared, they didn't come from one single place. They came from a combination of many different sources: books, research conversations, teachings, and my own personal experience walking through this process myself. But if I'm being honest, there are a few people and influences that were absolutely foundational in shaping the way I understand emotional health and personal transformation. The biggest catalyst in my life was Alive and Free Consulting. Sammy and Spencer Robbins, along with the team at Alive and Free, have been incredible mentors in my life. Their emotional health coaching program, Coach Launch, was the starting point that set this entire journey in motion for me. If I had never stepped into that program, I genuinely don't believe I would be on the path I'm on today. Throughout that experience, God began aligning my life with the people, teachings, and frameworks that helped me understand emotional health on a much deeper level. One of the most foundational pieces of that learning came through Courtney Lancaster, who introduced me to Polyvagal Theory through the Alive and Free certification course. Understanding how the nervous system works, how our bodies respond to safety, threat, and emotional experience completely changed how I began to understand human behavior and healing. Another major influence has been Laura Duncan and the compassion method, which has had a profound impact on how I understand emotional wounds and how people begin healing them. Through that same journey, I was also introduced to the Enneagram system of personalities. The Enneagram became one of the most powerful tools for self-awareness in my own life. It helped me begin understanding my patterns, my motivations, and the unique gifts and attributes that God has placed within me. But it also helped me understand the people I love, my friends, my family, and especially my parents, and why people move through life the way they do. Alongside these mentors and teachings, I've spent years studying books and resources focused on emotional health, psychology, nervous system regulation, and human development. Works like Our Polyvagal World, Complex PTSD from Surviving to Thriving, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Master Your Nervous System, The Road Back to You, and of course, the teachings found in the Holy Bible. Alongside that, there have also been countless hours spent listening to podcasts, interviews, seminars, lectures, and conversations with people who have dedicated their lives to understanding emotional health and human development. But more than anything, the deepest learning has come through lived experience, through doing this work in my own life, through confronting my own patterns, through walking through a journey that has been both profoundly transformative and at times deeply painful. But it's a journey I would not trade for anything, because it's through that process that I began to understand what it truly means to heal, grow, and rebuild a life from the inside out. So, what you've heard in this series isn't just theory. It's the intersection of mentorship, study, faith, and lived experience. And that's where real transformation begins. I'm Curtis Mercer, a nervous system identity coach, helping men escape living on autopilot and stepping into being fully alive. May God be with you in your victories and in your struggles, and may He use both to rebuild you and remind you of who you truly are.